Hey there, good morning. It is the 4th of July and I am out driving around. I just went and got some Barista's coffee because I need a little pick-me-up. So I'm just thinking about education. Thinking, why isn't it possible for us to create a free education system? I know there's a lot of people out there that believe that when you put money towards something, that makes that something more valuable, but I'm not sure if I totally agree. I think in a lot of ways the money is a filter for proving if someone's willing to do something. I guess from a system standpoint, that makes sense. But also in a lot of ways, money is a hindrance from actually allowing people or helping people continue to prosper with education. So if the only solution we have is to either save up for years and years and years to get through a higher education system, or to go into debt for years and years and years, are those really the only options we want to have? I mean, why couldn't we team up with the public library? You know, my friend Penny Parker sat down with me the other day and she said, couldn't we develop a library curriculum that would allow people that had their own independent drive to take the courses, to read the materials, basically anything that's in a standard curriculum for any subject matter. You could rent the book out, you could read it just like they do in college. The only difference would be you wouldn't be paying the fees because you wouldn't be sitting in the classroom and you wouldn't have the teacher oversight. So it would be a simplified, rundown version of the library system, or I'm sorry, the educational system, higher educational system. But if we could do that in any public library, every public library throughout the United States, we would be providing people the opportunity to continue learning in a structured way without the need for debt. And even if they don't get accreditation, even if they can't take their time invested and apply it elsewhere, I don't think that's the important piece. I think the important piece is that they're able to learn. And that's where we are. I mean, businesses more and more over are disregarding that piece of paper that people get because it's relatively easy to get. You don't have to go through a lot of work, you just have to go through the time. You have to pay the money and go through the time. And so it doesn't make as much sense to me. I think if someone came into my shop and they said, hey, listen, I have a degree in graphic design and I want to get paid $15 an hour, can you make this happen for me? I'd be like, okay, that's interesting. And then if another person came into the shop and they're like, listen, I don't have a degree. I went to college for a year and a half and I dropped out. But after I dropped out, I went to lynda.com. I did all the video tutorials I needed to do. I am a graphic designer, not by paper, but I'm a graphic designer by trade. And I am here to learn. I am willing. I didn't like the standard educational system. I like doing things on my own accord. And if you're willing to have me, I'd love to work for you at whatever we need to get started at. Like if that was the mentality, I would hire that second person all day long. The first person, the person that feels like they were entitled to something because they went into debt or because they spent that 4 years of their life, 4 years plus, learning something, those are the people that I'm not that attracted to be honest. I'd rather have the self-motivated, self-driven people, and I just want to make sure that we have an outlet for those sort of personality types. Those people that want to learn a similar system, but they don't want to have to do everything the way everyone else does it. Let's think about this. Let's start a conversation. I think we can change things for the positive all across the country. All right, later.